They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Back. Waiting.
On play action, Wentz. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Here we go. Back. 180. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On play action, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Second down, Prescott. This is caught by Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
47.
A 1st down carry by Allen. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Try that to the other side, not this side. Get down, get down. Watch out, watch out. Let's go, let's finish now.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Get down, get down. Here we go, 46, 46, 46.
Again, it's Elliott, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go, here we go. Waiting.
Wentz now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, here we go. We're good, we're good.
They run with a Johnny. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go, here we go. Great 15, great 15.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it without it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 54.
Right back to him on first down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
It's Williams on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Get out. 46.
Prescott now on second down. Finds a seam inside the 40. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. The give is to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Here we go. Line in.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim, 31 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Screen pass to Sproles. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Single receiver. Here we go.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of the...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Wins to throw on second down. Hurts over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. And they're moving on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, then you're not able to turn the corner.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
46. Go, get out there.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well.
That's awesome.
He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye.
Get out.
Here's Elliott, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
There we go. Back man. 120. Hey,
let's get this.
Now, Wentz again. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
Coming now.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down. It's Elliott, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Awesome. Here you go.
A give to Elliott. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Is here, baby. Trip is here.
Awesome.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over this entry mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him over the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. They go play action here on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
82, 82, 20.
They fake the give. Now Wentz on the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game. Yeah,
and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think.
Run, run.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, every